TexAgs Rewind presented by Specs. We're here inside the Rollo Insurance Studio. Got Cade Bickham and Callie Garner with me. Cade, what was your favorite part of the show?
I will say that my favorite part was Ryan Brauninger breaking down our new transfer portal, A&M's new transfer portal commits, Micah Hudson, Julian Humphrey. Very exciting stuff.
For sure. Callie Garner, straight off the plane from New York.
Every segment.
Yeah.
My favorite part, I know that's what you were going to ask me, so I'm just going to.
That is what I was going to
ask. Billy was fun and interesting, but my other favorite part was my really good friends, Kay and Luke, on the show.
Well, guess what? They weren't on the rewind. So we had Tom, we had Billy, we had we didn't have OB. OB even got cut. We had Bronny, and who am I forgetting? Oh, Coach Buzz Williams, of course. Check it out.
Stacked show.
Does Indiana have a chance at South Bend? What are your thoughts there?
Well, I think the SMU Penn State game is the one that has the greatest chance to go sideways.
Really?
Okay. Jennings is amazing. I am a firm believer in his talent at quarterback. But I kind of feel like going on the road to Penn State, playing in front of 105,000, whatever that number is going to be, that is going to be a real challenge. This is going to sound so basic. I'm rooting for Mother Nature this weekend. Like, I want to see snow on the Golden Dome Friday night. Mm-hmm. I would love to see snow at Penn State. I mean, there is just something about that in the postseason, especially, that makes football stand out from any other sport. And the biggest selling point to this playoff and expanding is getting games that matter on college campuses, getting these games with, a trophy waiting at the end, a national championship on campuses where, fans can, I don't want to say average fans, because a get-in price at Notre Dame is going to be $1,000. Mm-hmm. At Penn State, I think it's closer to, $120. So that's more manageable. But the people who know where their seats are, who come every game, getting them a chance to go in and see these and not having to travel to some, random NFL dome to watch these, I think is huge. I agree with you. I think Tennessee, Ohio State is the one that really jumps out. And there's a reason that's primetime Saturday night, and they put it there. Not the least of which is the last rumor I heard is that Tennessee, because it's Ohio State ticket snafu, Tennessee fans immediately gobbled up like 20,000 tickets.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome.
It's supposed to be 3,500 allotted to the visiting team, and then whatever you buy off the secondary market, go for it. But that's nearly a quarter of the stadium that they're going to have in there with the 20 plus a 3,500 that they get. So that'll be a sight to see. I also think, and this may sound trite, but Tennessee is used to these challenges. They play on the road in the SEC. They won't have to deal with the same factors that SMU is going to have to deal with. Going into that stadium, playing in a road environment with 100,000 people cheering against you. It's nothing that Tennessee hasn't been through before.
And then tell us a little bit about Micah Hudson, how that all went down. Everyone was kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, so Micah has always been a really quiet kid. Keeps to himself, actually deleted his social medias, had to reactivate. I
respect that so much, by the way.
Yeah, he had to reactivate his Instagram just so he could post his commitment to A&M. So he's always been an off-the-grid, off-the-radar type of kid, even going back to high school. And, I think when he got to Lubbock, he had the knee injury, and it was maybe misdiagnosed coming out of high school. So he got there. He's a little bit behind the 8 ball. And I just never thought Micah was his full self. Mm-hmm. If you're a kid, 18, 19 years old, and you got questions about, am I in the right place? How is this injury affecting me? How is it handled? The whole thing. I just don't think you're going to be the best version of yourself. What I can say is we're just over 12 months removed from Micah Hudson being one of the best high school receivers I've ever watched. I mean, we're talking Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, like that kind of level of player. And if you're watching on YouTube, this is a clip that I took at a Lake Belton game in his senior year, and it's all here. Like, you watch this play, and it's everything that Micah Hudson can be. So if he's healthy, A, and B, if he's locked in, and I think he just needed a fresh start. Like, he needed some new scenery, and if that's what he needed, then he's got a chance to impact the way Texas A&M throws the football from day one. Yeah. The best version of Micah Hudson is a lay down NFL draft pick at wide receiver. That's the kind of talent that we're talking about. And I'm not trying to say anything about the current A&M roster. There's not many guys of his talent walking around anywhere, much less A&M. So they're going to continue to try to make moves at receiver in the portal. Maybe add 2 more names, Mario Craver, Nick Anderson, who's trending to LSU, but nothing's gone out on that front publicly. But just adding Micah Hudson to the fold, and now you're looking at a receiving core next year that's got Micah Hudson and Terry Bussey, 2 of the best overall athletes from the class of 2024 in the state of Texas, and then a seasoned vet like Noah Thomas, and you're going, okay, like that's a really good place to start.
Y'all have they've basically been road games with the crowds that have been there. But so what does that say about your team and your team's character to fight through all that adversity when it feels like everybody in the building is against y'all and come out with the win on the other side?
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said. And I think, transparently, I think some of it started in Vegas. When we played Oregon, there was a lot of green and gold in the gym. When we played the next day against Creighton, it was completely packed full of blue. And I was caught off guard even on Saturday when we played Rutgers, the red that was there. And I think we had not had any success at Dickies Arena. I think we had played there twice before in our tenure. That was the largest crowd in the history of Dickies Arena. And I would say it was 100% a road game. I know numerically it'll count as a neutral game. And when we got home on Sunday night, we were off Monday, and I told the kids on Tuesday, I said, hey, guys, I think it's going to work out fine because what we just experienced on Sunday is a precursor to what we're going to see on Saturday. Saturday will be an NBA arena. Saturday, they'll sell 6,000 or 7,000 more tickets. And Saturday, it'll be 99% capacity for Purdue. So what we did in Fort Worth was great preparation relative to the ambiance and the environment of what's coming on Saturday. And truthfully, that's what it was. Like, unbelievable facility. Kids always want to play in an NBA arena. That's as they should. That's kind of a cool thing. And it was, I don't know, maybe there was 150 people that was cheering for Texas A&M. If you remove the relatives that were in the crowd, like it was an unbelievable environment, and it was counts as neutral, but it was for sure a road game.
I will say what I said yesterday because I'm burying the lead here, which is Micah Hudson and Julian Humphrey, which I want to talk about those 2 guys at length here in a minute.
Yep.
Those are big gets, and they are potentially really big gets, and we'll talk about why and what has to happen for them to be really big gets. But this is a football game. Like I said, this portal thing, you are, like I said the other day, okay, maybe you're down 10-3 in the first quarter, okay? And Micah Hudson, you went down and you scored and you felt better about it. And then, but what about Nick Anderson and Jack Piber? And boom, boom, you fall behind again. It's still in the first half of this ball game. It is. We're not in the second half yet. I'm not going to talk about the second portal window. There might be some stuff there. There might not. You just don't know. So I don't want to sit here and play this game of like, well, let's not evaluate until the end of the second window. And we will reevaluate, but there is a very specific break that you do evaluate how you did in a very important portal season, and that is the end of the first portal window. We are not, time-wise, it's getting, you're like, what are you, 10, not even 10 days in, you're 8 days in?
Yeah.
Wait until the end of this first portal window and see.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Callie, give them one word to comment.
I'm so bad at that.
Oh my gosh. Cade.
They should comment pain. Pharrell Payne.
Like Payne,
Payne.
Like his name, yeah.
like a pane of glass.
Exactly. Yes.
Bye.